Pranam Swamiji. Pranam.
Namaste, namaste.
Swamiji, a question on the tradition, the worship tradition of Vaishnavites and Shaivites. We know that the Paramatmas, in the Trimurti concept, the Paramatmas, gunas, according to the guna structure, is divided into three: Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And this Vaishnavites only worship one Vishnu, and then Shaivites Shaiva. So how there's an inherent conflict there? Are they only worshipping one part of it, or are they doing the whole thing? That's not clear to me.
Yeah. If they are worshipping parts, it will make conflict, it will make strife, and it will produce miseries in the world. But for a Vaishnava, Vishnu is Paramatma himself. For a Shaiva, Shiva is the Paramatma. So Vishnu of Vaishnavas is the same as the Shiva of the Shaivas. So there is no conflict, there is no strife. But if they are not understanding this and considering their own Ishvara as the highest, then there will be confusion and strife. That is there in the world. It was there. Still, it is there in this world. So the understanding we must have within is, when we consider the guna structure, then Vishnu is the Sattvic, and according to guna structure, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra are different. But the Shiva of Shaiva is not a tamasic devata. It's all in one. Vishnu of the Vaishnavites is not a Sattvic devata. He's all in one. So Vaishnavas are considering Vishnu as Paramatma or Parameshwara or Narayana. In the same way, Shaivas are considering Shiva as Parameshwara. So there is no problem. But the problem comes when they think out of ignorance, these are different devatas. Then conflict comes, strife comes, even battles come. This is a fact. It happened. How many times we cannot say, but even now, there are such conflicts within the ignorant followers of Vishnu and Shiva. Even now. The reason is only one, that is ignorance. Bhagavan Bhashyakara reiterated through Bhashyas that Ishvara is one. There are no two Ishvaras. And all the devatas are nothing but different manifestations of the same Ishvara. And this is not a theory developed by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. No. In the Samhita itself, in the Veda Samhita itself, it is Ekam Sad Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. The reality is one, without a second. But scholars are explaining in different terms and they are calling different names. So this must be the knowledge we must have with it. Then there is no problem. Otherwise, there are conflicts. There are. See, even now, when we go to Kanchi with this vibhuti You go to Vishnu Kanchi, the temple of Varadaraja Perumal, then they will they will look as if it is not proper for you to go there with this vibhuti. And you put some sandal, chandana, and go to Ekamranath, Shiva Kanchi. The same will be the treatment you will get from there. So when we go to Kanchi, we will put this vibhuti and over that sandal, and in the middle a kumkuma also. See, but even today, but it is coming down. The differentiation is coming down, but still there are. The cause is bare ignorance, and this ignorance is not the ignorance in shastras, but it is embedded in the individuality. Because I am remembering one instance. There is one professor. She is a professor of Sanskrit. She is much connected with the Advaita Ashram. So when she was studying, after completing her post graduation, she did her doctorate and postdoctoral. And when she was doing her PhD, her guide was a very great scholar in Samskrita, in Nyaya, in Sahitya. Was a great scholar, and he was an expert in the computer language and how to make use of Devanagari script in that. In that particular branch, he was doing many research works. So he was a great scholar. And once in one discussion with his within his own office, there were some other professors also sitting, and he was discussing about this student. And this professor said, "She is a very good student. In my career, I am seeing such a good student for the first time, that much punctual, doing all her works promptly and very obedience. All good qualities are. There is no fault with her. You cannot find a fault. But of what use? Because she is chanting Ishvara. She is anointing this vibhuti. How she can do that? How she is chanting Ishvara instead of Narayana? How she is anointing this vibhuti instead of Chandana? It's a sin. But there is no use in advising her. So I stopped. So such a comment from such a scholar in this age, so that is the ignorance. So for a Vaishnava, Vishnu is Parameshwar. For a Shaiva, Shiva is Parameshwar. Then there is no problem. You can worship. Shivasya Hridayam Vishnu, Vishnu Astu Hridayam Shiva. There is no difference at all. Namaste.